Most men live like prisoners inside their own heads, trapped by thoughts they never chose and emotions they never mastered. The truth is simple. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. If you can't control what you think, you'll never control what you do. Weak men get pushed around by distractions, desires, and dopamine. Strong men dominate their mind before they ever try to dominate the world. If your thoughts are soft, your actions will be pathetic. You don't become a top G by accident. You sharpen your mind like a blade every single day. Through discipline, through hardship, through silence. You don't need motivation. You need a mission. You don't need comfort. You need chaos. The reason you're stuck is because you let your mind get fat while your body wastes away. You scroll endlessly, consume garbage, and expect greatness to knock on your door. That's not how winners operate. You must train your mind the same way a fighter trains for war, with precision, with pain, and with purpose. Your brain is a muscle. You feed it strength or it rots in weakness. Every morning you wake up, you either dominate your thoughts or they dominate you. There's no in between. You think champions feel like getting up at 5 a.m.? No. They rise because their mind tells them they don't have a choice. They've programmed themselves to move when the average man snoozes. The power of your mind is that it can make you unstoppable, or it can turn you into a slave. Your excuses are just mental viruses you've let grow unchecked. Kill them, replace them with commands. I don't care if you're tired, broke, or heartbroken. If you control your mind, you control your reality. And if you don't, someone else will. Society profits off your weakness. Algorithms are engineered to make you dumb, lazy, and distracted. You think that's a coincidence? They've turned your attention in.
To a product, your thoughts into ads, your focus into money. For them, not for you. The moment you reclaim your mind, you become dangerous. You stop reacting, you start building. You stop whining, you start winning. Because the battlefield is internal long before it's external. Everyone wants to fight the world, but few dare to fight themselves. That's why 99% of people lose, not because they're unlucky, but because they're undisciplined. The gym doesn't build your mind. The mind builds the gym session. Success isn't about luck. It's about controlling your emotions when it's hard. It's about choosing purpose over pleasure, duty over dopamine. Every time you give in to weakness, you're voting against your own future. Every time you conquer the urge to quit, your mind gets sharper, your life gets clearer, and your path gets louder. The world doesn't reward nice guys. It rewards killers with clarity. Focus is a weapon. Discipline is a shield. And the mind is the general that controls them both. You want to win? Start by controlling the voice inside your head. If that voice isn't your greatest ally, it's your worst enemy. Change it. Mold it. Reprogram it with truth, not feelings. Truth. You were born with a mind built to conquer, but you've been trained to submit. Every school, every screen, every soft little lie you've been told. It was designed to tame you, not to empower you. They don't want you thinking clearly. They don't want you asking questions. They want you obedient, predictable, weak. You were never supposed to be average, but you've been hypnotized into settling for crumbs. And that's because you've let your mind go soft. Men used to be warriors. Now they're scared to offend someone with a strong opinion. You want to know why you're not winning? It's not your job, not your genetics, not your luck. It's because you've given your mind to the enemy, the man way.
While masters his thoughts becomes untouchable. You think I care what people think of me? I trained my mind to value results, not opinions. While others are busy doubting themselves, I'm executing. Most people walk through life like they're sleepwalking, reacting to whatever the world throws at them. Winners don't react, they attack. Your emotions are tools, not gods. If you let fear drive the car, you crash every time. If you let comfort whisper in your ear, you'll die poor, fat, and forgotten. Every time you say, I can't, your mind gets weaker. Every time you say, I will, your power grows. People want to hear something soft and sweet to get through the day. I don't do that. I tell you the truth. You're either building a mind that bends steel, or you're building excuses to stay the same. There's no middle ground. Your life right now is the scoreboard of how strong your mind is. If you're broke, undisciplined, addicted, anxious, it's because your thoughts are soft and cowardly. Fix the mind and the body follows. Fix the mind and your income changes. Fix the mind and your legacy is born. Stop waiting for a miracle. Start becoming one. No one is coming to save you because real men save themselves. Your mindset is either armor or a cage. A weak mind makes excuses. A strong mind makes moves. The world will never hand you what you want. It only gives you what you take with full conviction. Power belongs to those who claim it. Your daily thoughts shape your destiny. What you think in private echoes in public. Train your thoughts like a soldier trains with weapons. Be relentless. Be surgical. Be intentional. You are the programmer of your own reality. If your mind is corrupted, your life is chaos. Rewire it. Feed it pain. Feed it failure. Feed it purpose. That's how warriors are forged. You don't meditate to feel good. You meditate to sharpen your blade. You don't read to escape. You read to load your mental arsenal.
This isn't a game. It's a war between you and the old version of yourself, and if you're not winning that battle daily, you've already lost. A powerful mind
Laughs at distraction. It sees through lies. It's immune to weakness. You don't rise by chance. You rise by choosing strength over and over until it becomes identity. You either discipline your mind or the world disciplines you with regret. Choose wisely. You want to know the difference between a king and a pawn? It's mindset. The king moves with purpose. The pawn waits for permission. Most people have the intelligence, the potential, the fire, but they've been programmed to play small. They've been told to be humble, to fit in, to stay quiet. That's slave training. That's mental castration. You weren't born to be one of them. You were born to dominate your environment, to shape reality with thought and action. But that only happens when your mind becomes lethal. Your habits are the echo of your thoughts. You don't accidentally build empires. You build them with savage clarity and zero emotion. You don't let fear have a seat at your table. You eat with hunger, with focus, with fire. You want to be rich? Think like a man who refuses to be poor. You want to be strong? Think like a man who laughs at pain. You want to be respected? Think like a man who doesn't chase approval. The problem is most men chase dopamine instead of dominance. They scroll, they binge, they waste their mind on fantasy. A powerful man invests his mind in the real war. Self-conquest. The most dangerous man isn't the one who screams. It's the one who's quiet, calculated, and in control. That's the mind of a top G. You want to live like me? You want to be free, feared, admired? Then kill the coward in your head. Bury the excuses. Burn the soft identity you've been carrying and build a mind that bends reality. You don't deserve anything until you...
Our mind is unbreakable. I didn't get here by chance. I got here because I turned my mind into a weapon. I trained it to ignore pain. I taught it to love rejection.
I commanded it to keep moving when everything screamed quit. That's power. That's why I win. You think life's unfair? It is, and it always will be. But the man with a powerful mind doesn't care. He adapts, he adjusts, he dominates. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your excuses are noise. Your future is forged by the level of control you hold over your thoughts. If your mind is weak, you'll fold when it matters. If your mind is sharp, you'll break through anything. Everyone wants the life, but no one wants the pressure. Pressure builds diamonds or it breaks the weak. Let it build you. Be ruthless with your focus. Be cold with your goals. Stop negotiating with laziness. Start punishing weakness. There is no success without mental warfare, and the battle never ends. Every day is another test. You either rise or stay average. And if you're not rising, you're sinking. No one's coming to motivate you. That's your job. That's your mind's mission. Control it, master it, weaponize it. Because once your mind is locked in, your life is already won. You've heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. The most powerful force on earth is a man who has full control over his mind. Not his car, not his muscles, not his money, his mind. Master that, and no one can stop you ever. The power was always yours. Now take it and build the life they said you'd never have.